everybody, and welcome back to the Rokana Craft server. Now, gonna go ahead and warn you, this episode is gonna be a little different than normal. It's kind of a build-heavy episode. A lot of tedious work. I don't normally do these, but... And hello, so say everybody. Today, I'm actually recording this about a day or two before I normally would have. But today I started on the build that I hinted at in the last episode. And it's a lot of build. A lot of dig, a lot of terraforming, blah 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 blah. As you can tell, I have a sponge in my hand, so you can guess we are doing some water removal. Hello, Lilith. So let's get to it. Now, what we got over here, feel free, you can have all of it you want. As you can see, I've got some obsidian out here and some pure lava. And what we're doing is everything within this area that the obsidian lines is going to be replaced with obsidian and some stone and pure lava. Because we're transforming this into not a perfect replica of an area in the game, but a close facsimile of an area in Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain 1. And yeah, I figured I'd just go ahead and show y'all what I'm doing. And we'd make an episode of it. Now, as you can see, I am using sponges to remove the water here. This is long, tedious work here. But it's needed for what we're doing. Okay, finally. What I'm doing right now is I'm going to remove all this water and replace it with pure lava. Why would I want to do that, you might ask? Well, the area we are replicating is been twisted by some of the guardians of the pillars. For those of y'all who are not familiar with Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, I do highly recommend playing the game series. There's 5 games in the series currently. I don't think they're actually making any more, sadly. Since the series did get kind of left on a cliffhanger, but they don't seem to be going to put any more out. I'm hoping they do eventually, but hey, whatever. But definitely you should check them out. Great storyline. Great storyline. But okay, the storyline of the first game is you play as Kain. Yeah, I've introduced Lilith to it. She is actually playing Blood Omen. Anything drop off? No, nothing. Alright. The first game in the series, Blood Omen, you play as Kain, a petty nobleman who gets assassinated at the beginning of the game. Gets given the chance to come back to get revenge. He takes the offer. Doesn't get told that when he comes back he will be a vampire. He comes back, kills the people who killed him, and then starts looking for a cure to vampirism. He gets told if he goes to the Pillars of Nosgoth, which we have built on the server, he will have a chance at finding a cure, pretty much. Once there, he meets the ghost of the Guardian of Balance. She explains that the Pillars have been corrupted, that her murder drove her lover, who is the guardian of the Pillar of the Mind, insane, and because he is the guardian of the mind, his insanity has infected everyone in the circle, the guardians. So Kain gets sent to kill all the guardians. Well, the previous guardian died at the moment of Kain's conception. He is actually the replacement for the ghost. He is the new guardian of balance. He doesn't know it, though. So he goes through killing the guardians. Like first one he kills is the guardian of the pillar of the mine. But then he goes to a place that we are replicating that has 3 guardians working together, twisting the landscape. So we are going to make a replica of it. Just because it's really freaking cool. Alright, let's see. But that being beside the point, yes, I know that's a little cheaty, just throwing dirt in, but it gets rid of the water. We're using mostly sponges right now to clear this water out, because it's about the easiest way to do it. A little bit time consuming. Really do kind of wish we had the mod on here that we had previously when we were using the sponges, where you could just stick the sponges into the machine and it created hydrogen and oxygen. I don't even remember the name of the mod. It's a fun mod though. Really should figure out what mod that was again. But we do have a way of emptying these. We're using the fluid transposer, which I will say I'm going through a lot of RF. I'm using a bunch of yellowite to do this, or yellorium, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm using a lot of it. Let's break that, but we will go show you the setup I have for dealing with the water. If I break this one, will it flow? I hope not. Oh, a little bit flowed, but that'll go away. Not enough to make a source block. Yay. Yay. I am doing this right here next to my base because of the village. Because the area in the game right outside, the specific area I want to create in the game, right outside of it, there is a village that has been affected by it. So I want to make a replica of that as well as part of it. Now, this build will most likely just be something for aesthetics and hopefully look cool, but probably won't serve much of a purpose. Here's what we are doing. We are putting these sponges. I hate how some of these have 0. It's like, why are you wet if you have 0 in you? But we're draining them into the fluid transposer, and from there the water is actually getting pumped into this bedrockium drum. Oh, yeah, I can sleep real quick. That sponge is going to take a minute to drain. Now, any of y'all out there who are fans of the channel that might know how to build like an adventure map, and if you're familiar with the Legacy of Kain stuff, if you ever decide to build a Legacy of Kain map, message me. I will play it. I will play it and record it and give you credit for your work. But yeah, that's just throwing that out there. I actually have debated about when doing these builds changing my skin to a skin of Kain, but I like my skin. Oh, come on, drain. These things take forever. I guess if I don't know if the fluid transposer is upgradable. I'm sure there is a way to speed it up, but it'll probably take a lot more power, and I'm already, like I said, using quite a bit. Like, I've had to go back to spawn to my MK2 chest over there, energy condenser, and take out stuff like stacks of soul stones and come in and stick them in the one down there, because it is just using that much power. Let's see. Alright, let's see. There. there. Get rid of that. Now, I am wanting to leave the landscape in the shape it is, simply because I want it to look the same. I mean, I've been looking at this landscape for quite a few episodes. I like the landscape, so I want to leave it looking as it does, shape-wise at least. We're just going to make it look like everything's been twisted and made horribly wrong. And bam. Alright. As I said, normally I wouldn't do an episode like this, but I do know some people like watching build-heavy episodes. I personally actually do. I love watching a good build get done. So I figured I'd bring everybody in on this. I don't plan on finishing this build, this episode, and I will work on it in between episodes as well. There's no way I can finish this build this episode unless we had like me, Lilith, and I want to say 4 or 5 other people working on it at the same time. Then we might would finish it. Oh, yay. Yay, sponges. Okay, next time we'll free up both of those. No, we'll leave that for now. Got enough sponges to drain right now. Now, for those of y'all familiar with Blood, I guess I might as well tell y'all what the area is. The area of the game that I'm trying to do a build of is called Dark Eden. If you're not familiar with it, feel free to look it up. If you are familiar with it, then you know what I'm going for here. There's that in there. Drain, drain, drain. In between episodes, like I said, I really haven't done anything else other than this. This is literally to give you an idea of when I'm recording this. I recorded the episode that came out on Saturday last night for me. So, yeah, there's a few days in between the episodes, but this one is actually being recorded the night after I recorded the Saturday episode. Which normally, yeah, that's not normal. I would normally take like a day or two. Especially on my weekend episode, because I get like an extra day in there on the weekend, so fun. Alright, let's see. Bam. Go away, water. That'll help free some stuff up. Now let's see. We got 4 more we can use. We can clear this out some. We can actually, yes. To give you an idea, I've been working on this for like an hour or 2 before starting recording. It has taken quite a bit of time to do. Two sponges left. Put that one there. But if I throw there. Frees up a lot more sponges. Okay, just remember I've forgotten half the redstone I knew at least. For those of y'all who are newer to the channel, I've talked about this in the past. Before I started playing modded Minecraft, I was huge into Redstone. By the time I started the channel, though, I had forgotten at least 50% of the Redstone stuff I used to know. Quite a few sponges this time. But I still love doing Redstone. I find it really fascinating. Doing it. Let's clear those out. That one there, I want a dry one in hand. That one. Now, you maybe want, those of y'all who are new to the channel or newer to the channel, this is something I addressed early on in the channel. I still haven't learned how to do. For those of y'all who are wondering why I'm doing like a time-lapse thing on this, I don't actually know how to. I've yet to sit down and figure that out. So, I do apologize for that. But if you're still here at this point, I'm hoping you are. Because, yeah, I'll be honest, I do these videos hoping people will watch them and enjoy them. I mean, personally, I'm going to be playing playing this anyway. Which the whole concept behind why I created my channel was I enjoyed watching other people play games on YouTube. I was going to be playing games anyway, especially Minecraft. So why not record it and put it up for people to watch? Maybe somebody would enjoy it. Big secret of why I started my channel. Alright. Yes. For those of y'all who are not familiar with these sponges, they are craftable. Let's see. String, slime ball, and sawdust. Sawdust you get from throwing a log into a pulverizer. They remove water source blocks in a 3x3x3 area. Which is why I'm using dirt to help with, you know, getting everything situated on where I want them at. Go there, do that. I will ask if you would like to see more episodes like this where I just am building and talking to y'all. If you'd like to see more episodes like this, please comment down below. Let me know. I know not everyone likes the same thing I do on watching stuff. So if this is something you want to see, hey, cool. I will do more of it. Let's go sleep real quick. As y'all saw, Lilith is working on a build that she was doing in her last episode right now. Doing some behind the scenes, or in between recording stuff. So, she's offering that if I want to show it off, I can. The build she is doing also is from Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen 1. She's doing a build of the first Guardian's base. His name is Nafraptor. And he's the Guardian of the Pillar of Mine. She is replicating his base to to the best of her ability. She is actually a much better builder than I am. For those of you who do not watch her channel, yeah, she has building a lot better than I do. The building skills. She doesn't do a lot of building episodes either, though. But that's because she also does other types of videos, not just Minecraft. How much water is in this bedrocking room? How much we got? We're not even at 1,000,000 yet, so we're good. Let's see. Now, I could use normal lava, and I actually do have a thing set up of lava over there, a tank, linked into the same network as the one running my furnaces. And I may use some normal lava in the build. Right now, I'm using pure lava. I do not want the Lycanite lava mobs near my base, especially the edge where the fences are. Yeah, they just burn it down, and I'd constantly be having to replace it. Guess I could do them in netherrack, but yeah, I like the wood look on it. I could do iron bars too, I guess, but I kind of like how I have the ranch set up right now. Though the wood gives it more of a ranchy look. While we're here, I will show you this also. Dried magma sponge is a sponge that absorbs lava. So you just replace the slime ball with a magma cream. Really actually cool to have. I actually forgot until just today actually that we even had the sponges on here. I for some reason had thought they were part of another mod than thermodynamics, which is their mod they're from is thermodynamics, if you don't know that already. Now, as for the water clearing out, we are going to clear that out down there, but going this way, we are only going as far as the obsidian. So we are getting there. I'll break this. There's packed ice here. I'm not even worried about that. Got plenty of packed ice if I need it. Yes. I tell you, we've been getting a lot of ink, a lot of lapis, and a lot of the whatever those lycanite fish are called. There. Alright, we got 3 more sponges we can use. Let's throw one there. And right here for one. And can we... Yes. Oh, really? That's cool. Break sponges. Get the ones to drain. Get my dirt back. Now the reason, if you for some reason are wondering why I'm using dirt, it's just easier to space things out. Space these sponges out this way. I'm missing a piece of dirt. Where is it? Is that it? Probably. I do know this is a lot of just flying back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. By the end of the episode, I do plan to have that whole area right there filled with lava. May not be too exciting. Well, filled with pure lava. May not be too exciting, but I'm hoping y'all like it. At least some of y'all. Again, if you do, let me know and I'll do more episodes like this. If you don't like it, don't hit the like or the dislike button, but just comment. Right now my channel is, of course, not a very big channel. We've only got 34 subscribers and I appreciate every one of y'all. If you're watching the channel regularly and you're not subscribed, why? That's just my question right there. Why? But I do appreciate every one of y'all who watch these episodes, subscribed or not. I know there's a lot better YouTubers out there, a lot better Minecrafters out there than me, but I don't aim to be, the ultimate perfect Minecrafter, because I'm not. I mean, there's things I'm good at, there's things I'm not good at. Awesome. For those of y'all who are wondering what her comment was, she's referring to the build she's working on right now, which we'll probably hop over there and check it out. For those of y'all who watched, awesome. For those of y'all who did watch my whole last episode, we did see a little bit of the build, but as I said, she is working on it right now. So, and she doesn't mind, just like I don't mind, glimpses being seen of what we're working on in between episodes in each other's videos. If she shows something in one of hers that I'm working on, then hey, I don't care. That's fine. Here is the build she is working on. Here's a little something I added off camera. Yep. The guy just wouldn't quit running his mouth. Now, when I start working on the... I didn't even look to see if it looked even. Now, one thing I am probably going to do on camera differently is when I start working on the buildings, because the village in the game that is near Dark Eden, the buildings are partially destroyed. And I'm thinking TNT. And that's always fun to watch. Stuff getting blown up. So I will probably be doing that on camera. So that's something y'all have to look forward to. Let's see, what can we do now? I hate how that one's not even with the rest of them. It's kind of annoying. Okay. Not a problem. That was fun to see that fish fall in the water. Terraforming. Always fun, always fun. Not really, but... Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. One more sponge to place. Oh, look, a vampire. Hello, vampire. Right there. Now, you may be wondering why. Hello. Y'all guys are gonna die. Go sleep and kill them. You may be wondering why I'm breaking the dirt and everything with my hand. The shovel, when I use it, it goes to about 3 blocks worth. And with the fact that I'm wanting to leave the landscape in the same shape, that's not very good for me. Did I put efficiency on that? Not just Fortune 1. Burn, boys, burn. 4 of them. I can do these up here, though, with the shovel, I guess. Break that one, that one. I might not. You could always do like a potion place there. I know you're so big into potion brewing. Yeah, I know. Which is funny, since we have normal potion brewing, then we have the blood magic alchemy, and Botania has its own potion brewing on it. So we have 3 different forms of potion brewing we can do. If somebody knows why these sponges are coming up with 0 water in them, I would love to know the why of that. Because, I mean, they're obviously absorbing water, but it says they have none in them. Yeah. This. Oh, God. That is Ender IO. It's on the server. You need dark steel. You need a certain type of glass, and you need a paint machine. Again, she's more the builder. I know more about the mobs than she does, and Redstone. For those of y'all who've watched the channel for a while, y'all know we actually used to do a series where I taught her some of the mods, the magic-based ones. That just became a little bit too much on the computer the server's on. So we did drop it in favor of just keeping the Rokana Craft server going. But eventually we may return to doing it. I also used to do mod reviews on here. Feel free to check them out if you would like. The Legacy of Kain mod is actually one of the ones I get the most views for. Still. I'm actually, that fact right there alone makes me happy. I will probably, even though I don't do mod reviews anymore, when the mod gets updated, I will probably do a review on it. Just because it is the Legacy of Kain mod, which is the Legacy of Kain mod, of course. Alright, one sponge left. Throw it right there so we can get this going down. I'm fine. I think we can remove that one safely. Yeah. Woohoo, we're getting close. Now, the filling that in with pure lava actually isn't going to take very long because the pure lava reacts like water does, in that it travels the same amount of space as water does, where lava travels less, and pure lava, 2 source blocks of it will produce a third one in between them. So that's a good thing. Really, that's the only one that wasn't 0. Okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Makes draining these a lot quicker. I will probably need to make a backpack for these, unless I just want to keep in the ME system. But the sponges come in so handy. You almost never know when you're going to need them, though. Let's see. Put you there. Break you. Alright. Throw you there. Alright. Now this is going actually a lot quicker than I figured it would. I didn't mean to put you up there. Let's actually throw it down there and break this one. And last one is going to go out of the way. There. Haha, you're stuck on land. You're gonna die. Let's see, that one. I do apologize if this episode becomes a little bit long, but I mean, one big thing about why I'm doing this as well is in the past, previous episodes, I've had people be like, oh, you must have did that in creative. No. Unless I'm in a creative world, like one of my test worlds, I don't do anything in creative. Or unless we're actually ending the series. Then we half the time blow everything up in creative if the server survives that long. We've had a history of the server wanting to die on us before the end of a series. which is how we got up to version 8 so quickly. I mean, my channel's not even 2 years old yet. There. Now, if there's any fans out there of the Legacy of Kain and there is a build you would like to see us do on here, definitely comment down below as well and let us know. I've thought about doing Malik's Bastion, and I've thought about doing what was the name of that place? Avarice. Avarice is going to be a little bit of a pain to do if we decide to do it because it is so huge and epic looking. Malik's Bastion, to get it looking right, will be a little bit of a pain, but it's, I mean, they're both really doable, I guess. Yes. I do have one other build planned already for after this, which is a blood fountain from the game. Haven't looked into the full logistics of it yet, but I figure with having blood magic on here and the fact that we have access to some free-flowing blood with the buckets of life from blood magic, yeah, it might be worth doing a blood fountain. Yay. Oh, we should be able to take and finish out that top layer of water now with these. Sleep real quick. Because, yeah, the mods we have on here, night times are fun. If I wasn't building, going out at night wouldn't be a big thing. I can kill pretty much anything that I come across now. But when building, some of these mobs get annoying. Oh, so annoying. I often wonder if the creators of Lycanites, if that was one of their objectives in how they made the mod. Because, yeah, it kind of seems like it. I'm going to go ahead and give some advice also. If you're not familiar with Lycanites and you decide to play it, make sure you go into the configs. You may have to Google how to do this. Cut off the events. You may be wondering, why would I want to cut off an event for a mod? The events, literally, it's a game show. And every so often it will randomly start spawning armies of Lycanites to kill you because it's going to spawn them around you. So we do have that cut off on here because I refuse to deal with that. I've dealt with it before. It's not fun. Alright. Out of the way. I got 2 more sponges. Will it be possible to... Okay, 1 more sponge to go. Well, at least we'll never run out of lapis with Lycanites in place. One major benefit. We are running out of room. More we can hold. Yeah. Sadly, I have more sponges than I have space in my inventory. Actually, originally I only had like 4 sponges, and then had to craft a lot more because, yeah, I didn't have enough to cover a whole area, like a whole line. Really? 0 water in so many of these. That one, that one, and then we'll do that one. By holding shift, I can watch the amount of water go down, which is pretty cool. I will say this. Luckily, with me doing this episode right here, when the next episode comes out, y'all won't be shocked to see what's going on with the area, because if I'd done all this in between episodes and came back, it's a massive change to the landscape of the server in between just 2 episodes, and yeah, I'm sure somebody would have complained about it. And if you're still watching this video at this time, I want to thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I truly hope that means you are enjoying the video. Now let's knock the rest of this out. Should only need about 2 sponges to clear, maybe 3. Do that. Aha. We'll use the rest of these before we start picking them up. For those of y'all wondering, that sound you just heard back there of splashing and pop, it's these guys dying from not being in water. That's good. Too much. Bam. I do love watching them die. Alright. I'm going to clear some sponges out. Get rid of that fish and lapis we picked up. More fish and lapis. Now, I have found one use for the fish. If you cook it and mix it with a potato, it does give you a food that gives you a swimming buff. But yeah, that's about the only use for those fishes, because, I mean, you can also make a treat out of them. But yeah, if you eat them raw, it gives you some weird effect that the name of it kind of implies that you're internally bleeding. I don't know if that was intentional. If you eat it cooked, you gain a status effect called Fuse, which blows you up. I could probably show that off I mean, it's pretty cool in some ways. In other ways, it's rather annoying. You and then you. Oh, this thing takes forever. How are we doing on power? Good there. Almost empty there, which means, yeah, we're running through a lot. Let's go grab some stuff from the other energy condenser. Sadly, I don't have a setup where it's like, oh yeah, I just don't need this, or take and chunk it. A few of those. That should boost up how much we have. What do we got? Oh yeah, that's obsidian. It's actually where what I've set up for with replacing the ground with obsidian is so I have an infinite amount. This one is not working as well as I wanted. I think it's because I have the I'm doing this right here is the reason why I'm running through so much, because of the fluid transposer. Could be wrong. Don't know. It and the ME system are really the only things I'm using power on right now anyway. Oh, it's almost night. It's almost night. There. There. At this point, I just want to remove as much water as I can. Little spots like that I can use dirt to get rid of. It's night now. We should be able to sleep and not have to rush. Oh, that guy's annoying. Alright. I don't know where those guys are coming from. I would love to know what the spawn requirements are for those guys, because they, like, nothing else can really spawn in my base in the ranch area except for those guys. Oh yeah, water go bye-bye. One more. Get rid of that. Clean this up. Okay. Got 3 more we can pick up. That sheep is walking the Obsidian Law. A big reason I want to get all the water removed before I start putting pure lava down is, again, the pure lava does react like water. And it doesn't create obsidian when you put it with water. That's one of the weird things. If you place a bucket of pure lava in water, and instead of becoming obsidian, it turns the water source blocks around it into stone. Which is kind of weird, but kind of cool. I mean, I give that to the creators of the Lycanites, because that is really awesome that you can do that. Because literally, it means if you're quick enough, you can replace the water with pure lava. Oh, I hate draining these things. Now, creator of the thermodynamic mod, is there another way? Or anyone who's watching, if you know another way within the thermodynamics mod to drain these sponges faster, please comment down below, because I hate how long this is taking to drain them. Bit of a pain in the neck. Let's see. There. Over here. He's having a bad day. We're making some real progress here. I'm going to worry about removing that piece of dirt. Well, actually, yeah, I am. Just because I like having a full stack of 64. Let's see, we have 2 more. Can we clear this side out? Let's see. It's only got a lot we can remove now. One. What? Hold up. Let's get rid of these items we picked up. There we go. More room. I'm happy with that. Let's see. Looks like that's all we can remove at this point. Let's go drain these again. Zero. More zeros. There we go. Get those out of the way. And we'll start draining these. Oh, this is going to take a minute to drain these. I'll be right back when they're done. Alright, and we are back. We are almost done draining the last sponge. That's right, we couldn't pick up a full inventory worth because the rest are holding the water at bay. Let's go. Now, you may be asking another interesting question of how do I know how high I'm going to have the living or pure lava? That's another reason for this going all the way up to the top. That was a bit of lag. First bit of lag I've had in a little while now. I literally just cut the server off for like the whole day before hopping on it today to see if that would help with the lag, and it did. So glad to not have the lag issues we were having. That line I can actually get rid of later. Let's come around this. Not really worried about flowing water. More worried about getting rid of. Yes. 2 sponges left. Bam, and right there. Did it hit our inventory? Hopefully. I'm not going to worry about draining these right now. I'll do that off camera. Let's get them collected, though, and sent into the enemy system. See what I mean about the shovel's strength? Let's get sleep, and then we'll start playing with pure lava. Get there. I have specific places in my inventory where I like having things at. Sorry. Grab buckets. Hello, creepers. Now, this is a perfect example of what I mean by what I want to do with turning everything to obsidian. Hate those guys. Is the way I've got it over there where everything is right there is obsidian. Yeah. There. Okay. We should only need 1 bucket now. As you can see, it is spreading of its own accord. By the way, if you're wanting to know how to make pure lava, if you're playing Lycanites, it's a bucket of lava and a gas steer. And you only need 2 buckets of it because, as you can see, it does spread wonderfully. It creates its own source blocks like water. It's a little weird. We'll have to fix that. That's going to aggravate me, but I'll fix it later. Oh. Now we're getting lag spikes. Or it's because of the particles. Oh, lag, lag, lag. Let's let everything catch up. There we go. Look at that. Let's see if it's the particles doing that. Oh. I'm watching my frames per second drop. Do want to apologize for that. Let's take a breather, see if that helps. If not, I may have to log and come. Yeah, I'm gonna have to log. Be right back. Okay, and we are back up. One spot seemed to fix itself, so that's good. I guess I was spreading this a little too quickly for it, but the lag issue does seem to have stopped. Alright, let's continue with this. Yeah, that is just spreading beautifully. Actually, I want to say this stuff spreads better than water does. It didn't even register after I can cut the particles off. I don't know what's up with that. But, whatever. I almost feel sorry for the mobs when they come across this. It'll be interesting to see if they register that this is a danger to them. Let's Oh. Start placing lava over here. Do look forward to seeing if this fully fills in on its own like it's been doing. Looks like we got another one of those spots. I hope it doesn't make us relog again. I'm not too super worried about mobs right now with the fact that the sun's going down, because if something comes up we can always just dive down into the lava. I'd say it's probably a visual glitch right there that's causing that. As the lava just creeps right along at the level we put it at. I figure we'll come around this way and then we'll head out that way. Do it. Sadly, if you are playing with Lycanites and want to use the pure lava as a way of getting, say, lava for a smeltery on Tinkers, it does not work. It actually, you can put it in a Tinkers smeltery, but it turns to water, which is just kind of sad. And again, it also does not work in furnaces. Are you going to spread? Are you going to fill in this gap? Fill in there. I filled in there and you did. So I got those two spots that we may have to fix those. We may not. We'll see. I'll actually probably check those in between episodes after I'll log off and log back in to see if they're a visual glitch or if it's something I actually have to fix. If I have to fix it, all I'm going to do is throw an angel block space above it and put the lava in on the underside of the angel block. I have a feeling that this episode is going to be a little bit on the long side. Again, I do apologize for that. If you're still here, if you end up watching this episode all the way to the end, hey, leave a comment down below letting me know. Oh, hello, guys. Those guys are nothing. This stuff's actually spreading a lot better than I expected it to. I'll give them that. Oh, you're going to fill in all the way over here for me. Alright, let's do this. As you can see, each one of these, it's actually filling this in with the source blocks. Perfect. Except for a couple spots. But like I said, I'll check those off camera. This is actually all the time I have for recording today. I do want to thank everybody for watching. If you liked what you saw here, go ahead and hit that like button down below. Let me know if this is the first video you've seen by me and you want to see more, which why wouldn't you? You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the little notification bell. In the description, you'll find links to my Facebook page, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Patreon, and all my social media. You'll also find a link to Lilith's channel and a link to the forum page for the Block of Sea of Cain mod, which we are using here on the server. It is, I'm not gonna lie, it is just one of many mods we're using on here. But it is one I want to encourage everyone to check out. It is a really good mod and actually is in the process of being updated. So again, definitely highly recommend checking that one out. Oh, that's not good right there. Oh, I gotta figure out something for this. It's doing good. Alright, again, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.